Ready. Blue, 32.
Hey, watch the slant.
Fury, yellow.
Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 57 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He's back to throw here to start the drive. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You're trash. You're trash.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
48-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Because I was a flex with no one could feel. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slam. Sub. Go, Mike 51. Alpha. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
And again, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Red, yellow.
Mike 50. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Up 2nd and 4.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 33, yellow.
Push him back. Push him back.
Claws, 10. 6, mega.
Check 52.
Ready.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Miami.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. No chance.
Tua now on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Watch QB draw.
Ready.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey,
Steal, black.
we got 4 down, 4 down. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here's Breida. Down right around the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, that's scared. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Wild Bill. 58, right over there.
97.
58, right there. Here we go. Pick the edge. Come.
Black ultra.
10, under 10.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Howard on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. at the 30-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24.
56, 56.
Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check motion, Mike.
Tight. Off 52.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
I got you pumped.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
10. Bills nothing.
Let's bring it. Check 59. Mike to 59.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 3. Hey, tight.
Allen to throw once more. He's got Burton here. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. This is Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58, boys.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ready. 45. White.
Yeah, let's get a sack.
Drill. 52. Claws red.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
Watch the safety creep.
Tua sets up to pass it. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To number 13.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
At their own
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo.
Throwing again. Allen. This one into the hands of Burton. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 3.
Now this time, Allen will throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
10 at the 34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check. Check nickel.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Danny.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
No, off.
Alert! Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Watch out. My 52.
Stop your whining.
Slice blue. Ready.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Pass intended for Mike Gesicki. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Eat old blue.
My 52. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. You better be afraid.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Mike Gesicki. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. Fresno. Drill green.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
That's a
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
15-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Mike, check.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black 40.
The mic. Hey.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
The ball carrier.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And it's caught by Parker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Pass
From 8 yards out, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check 59, Mike.
Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Mike 19. Mike's 59. You're not ready. You're not ready.
To the air, Allen. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
The 43-yard line.
Check 59.
Hey, middle. Taking wins home.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Record.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike 59.
Hey, home.
You got nothing.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
Touchdown.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check 13. Check 13.
And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Watch the pass. Hey, 58 is a mic. Going 58's the mic. Let's go, D.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught by Hilton. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete.
T.Y. Hilton. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Miami.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Now watch run, watch run. Hatch it, hatch it.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's got some space here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Keep playing hard.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
59 Mike. Check.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
Don't get nervous.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 38, Bills 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Murphy made the tackle.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
It's second.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Dolphins, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field.